Thank you for joining. Today I wanted to go over XRP USDT on the Binance chart. Earlier today, or it might have been yesterday, I made a short explaining that I'm expecting XRP to at least take out these lows before moving higher and aiming for the previous week's highs. And if it does go a lot lower, we're expecting price to react at around the 886 level, which is $1.87, and then impulse higher. We got the wick down. There is a chance now that we can still come down again to fill this wick, maybe take some more liquidity before moving higher. Do I think that's going to happen? It's kind of like a 50-50 chance, just like anything in trading. Nobody knows exactly how things will play out, but the best thing you can do is manage your risk and trust your analysis, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and zoom out to the daily chart. So with XRP, we can see here that the move down was expected, right? That's exactly what we thought was going to happen. We do have let's see here, set the most recent quarterly high. Let's go ahead and adjust that, all right? So we can adjust that. Monthly candle, we took the liquidity off that previous month high, still moving down. I don't know, XRP looks like it's just trying to move lower, fill this wick at 125, might even come all the way back down to 75 cents. I know it seems a little crazy, but I would not be surprised to see XRP make a move all the way back down to 75 cents, maybe even 60 cents, just because this was an area where we had a lot of buying pressure come in. Only, buy orders were basically filled for the most part, right? It's very inefficient candle. That's what I'm really trying to say here. Very inefficient candle. And a lot of times the market likes to fill these explosive moves to the upside, just like what happened here. Eventually it came down, filled that entire move before impulsing higher. Same thing here, right? Impulsive candle came back, filled up that entire move before eventually moving higher. And it seems to happen on any one of these big candles. So what are the chances it stays all the way up here and not eventually come back down to fill these lows, right? So there's a very big chance XRP retest around 70 cents just because of how big and inefficient this move was on the monthly time frame, right? Obviously we start going down to the weekly, still very inefficient move to the upside. This wick came down and basically filled half of it. But in my opinion, the way how this is looking, it's looking like XRP wants to slowly trade right back down to around $1.25. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen over the next few weeks here, few months. Might even take about a year for this all to play out, so we have to be patient. Just trade things level by level. There was a weekly swing high up here. Price never got to it. The new weekly swing high has been made here. Let's go ahead and readjust our levels here, right? So this is a new weekly swing high. Go ahead and put that there. This weekly swing low was obviously tested, swept, impulse higher. Now we're basically coming back down, looking like it wants to go for those lows once again, right? So it looks like it wants to go for previous month's low. So in my opinion, this was a bullish order block right here. So you want to really make sure it holds this level, right? We really want to make sure it holds this level. If you can see here, it pretty much came to the 50% off that level, tested it pretty much to the penny, right? Almost exact, which is very fascinating to see. That's how precise the market is. And now we're getting a move back up to the upside. So we could come back down again to retest those levels, but it doesn't have to happen. This was just a very quick wick to the downside. Price will probably come back to retest $2.05 before moving higher, right? I would not be surprised to see that $2.05 retest before coming back down, just because of how inefficient this sell-off was. The market loves to be very efficient, and right now this is a very inefficient move. So if we were to move higher, that would kind of balance back out these books, to then either send price higher to test previous week's high or previous month's high, or just kind of roll back over to fill this wick and retest those levels once again. But yeah, on the daily, that bullish order block is what we are marking out here, which is very interesting, as you can see, right? Let me go ahead and even change this color for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, I mean. All right, so that bullish order block is what was tested to the exact penny, 50% of that bullish order block. So let's see how this all plays out in the future. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm always posting on X, so whenever you get a chance, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit a follow. And remember to like and subscribe this video too as well, right? XRP is looking very interesting. Again, I would not be surprised to see 75 to 60 cents on XRP over the next year or so, right? Sounds crazy, but definitely probable. Just re-watch what I said in the beginning of this video, because right now it's not looking too strong, just lower lows and lower highs until this high was made. But if it doesn't hold this low, I'd be expecting price to move down lower, possibly come back up to retest this resistance, and then go after these previous quarter lows right there. All right, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Take care.